What's good, y'all? It's your boy Reed Got Options, and thank you for joining RGO on another episode of Sunday Stocks. And like I always say, whether the market is up or down, we see green. And we have seen a lot of green if you play these big-ass one-directional moves. I'm talking about this red day right here, green day, red day, big-ass green day, red day, another green day. That just means the Bulls and the Bears are really mixing, seeing who's going to get control. And I'm talking about it was a real dog fight. But other than going to the technicals, it was all news. Okay, so it was about China raising the tariffs, America raising tariffs on China, Trump putting a 90-day pause on tariffs. All that was psychological. All that got everybody getting FOMO, wanting to buy back into the market, thinking that we're all safe and we're in the clear. We are not in the clear yet until we get above 575 right here on SPY. That's what I'm looking for, this 200-day moving average breakout. I'm confirmed, and I'm going to be a Super Bowl above here. Then we're going to go to new all-time highs. I still feel as though that the bubble is coming in the market. I think something's really going to happen in the next couple of months that's going to cause us to have some more significant downside like we just did starting a couple of weeks ago with the tariff talks. But let's get right to what we're looking at right here. What you see right here after we had that big jump on Wednesday was super crazy. We had an inside bar right here. Now, inside bars are typically bullish, and that's just the candlestick that is inside the previous candlestick, right? So we had this red candle, and it could be green or red, doesn't really matter. But it was under the non EMA. So it's kind of hard to play this at first if you wanted to swing because it was no confidence right here unless we broke out above here. But we definitely did. We got the close right here. And the way we made money in the Discord is by playing these levels on Thursday. If you see the upside levels, 529, 533, and 535 for SPY, then the downside, 527, 525, 520, NVDA, so on and so forth with Tesla and everything, you would see how it correlated with us making money in the winner circle. Boom, bull market was back on Wednesday after that big ass rally, and then we just started popping out wins after win after win on Wednesday because we played level to level. That's what we did. We sat there, played level to level, no gatekeeping. We also went to charts and analysis, and we dropped information about the charts. All right, we're always dropping charts and analysis. Also, use the VIX as your entry and exit points for SPY. If you want to get in calls, the VIX has to be coming down. If you want to get in puts, the VIX has to be going up. That is what we're looking at. So we had those things played out, charted up, and we talked about them, and that's how we made money. You can make money to the upside or money to the downside. You just got to know how to do it, and that's why we're here to teach you in the Discord and on the YouTube channel. So don't forget to push that like and subscribe button, and you're always going to get these. And don't forget that in the description tonight, you're going to have the 9 p.m. Zoom call. We always have that free Sunday for everybody that's not a subscriber. But if you want the recordings, please subscribe. If you want to get on the Wednesday Zoom calls at 9 p.m., please subscribe. Now, looking at the market, we kind of got like a little bull flag right here. This is another inside bar, so it's a double inside bar since we talked about this one. Now we could be super bullish. I like a move to back to 545 and above this week. Also, we don't have big news other than Fed speakers this week that are talking. So if you want to get in tune with the news in the stock market, what you need to do is go to forexfactory.com. It looks like this, and then boom. You can set your calendar up right here from the 14th to the 18th, apply your settings. And then now you see what's going on in all different countries. Monday, we have Fed speakers from 12 to 1, and then at 7:40 p.m., Tuesday, we don't really got much going on other than Empire State Manufacturing Index and import prices at 8:30. Not really going to move the market. So when the Feds talk, we have CPI data and things that are coming out. Yes, the market will move a little bit. People's going to react to that. So that's what you have to look at. You know what I'm saying? So on Wednesday, we have core retail sales, and that's at 8:30 in the morning before the bell. And then we have capacity utilization rates and industrial production. All right, that's at 9:15. All that before the market opens, and not much that's going to like really be like crazy market movers. So you got a good week with barely any news. Just hope the Fed speakers, that when they do talk, they don't say anything too crazy or that's hawkish that's going to move the market down, because everybody wants to be on the bull right now, and everybody wants the market to run up. But remember, when people sell, they sell faster than they buy. All right, now going back to the charts, you can see that SPY is over the 78% retracement level and has closed above the 9 EMA. So the next stop should be the 20 EMA right there. the 21 EMA, then go up to the 200-day moving average and the 50-day. This could be bearish if we get a death cross, but we don't really have to worry about that right now. All I want to see is this 9 EMA cross this 21-day EMA, and then we'd be good. Now, looking at NVIDIA, we have damn near the same thing, and NVIDIA is bullish so far for the most part because we got the breakout, the 50% retracement level, the bounce here on Wednesday, and another bounce here on Thursday. Friday, nice green day, went up 3%, bounced off the 9 EMA, closed above the 21 EMA. Now we're at the 66618 range. We get through to 112.50, then we're rocking it up to 117. Above 117, we could break out of this 50-day moving average. I don't think it's going to be a super strong resistance, and we could just fly, use a 200-day moving average as a magnet. Options contracts, what you want to do is, if you're bullish on this, 3 weeks out, a 125 call, you should be good. So 125 call for May or June, you should be good. Don't try to burn yourself up with the weeklies. Don't try to day trade if you're not in tune and you don't have good risk management yet. But NVIDIA seems like it's going to be on the move. Apple, same thing. Has been really running up, and now it looks like it needs to break out of this 199 wall right here at 200, this 199, 200 area, and then it could be cool. Once you start seeing the 9 EMA curving up, that is an indication of buy. Trust me, that is an indication of buy. We get the rejection from here, then you sell. We could also do previous day high, previous day low, and run fibs that way if we're going to day trade. So come over to Fibonacci retracements, go from the top to the bottom of this candlestick. I would be scared if we get under 194. Under 194.50, then yes, we go to 192, 193, and then we drop to 191. That's when I'll be scared, because the 66618 range are psychological areas in the Fibonacci retracements, and that's what you want to look at. Other than that, it seems like Apple is ready to explode and fill these gaps to the upside. So that is what I'll be looking at for this week also too. Amazon, same thing. 2 inside bars. That is a bullish indicator. We are above the 9 EMA. We're up inside my 66618 range. Filled this gap to the downside right here. So we get a breakthrough of 188, 190. Why not try to stretch it to get to 200? That's the upside level. If we reject right here, then we're coming all the way back down to 165. I don't see any more downside in the near future with the market, so I feel like the bulls are taking control and we're going to just rock it up. So be on the lookout for this 200-day moving average being a magnet. It's always a magnet for the most part, especially on smaller time frames when it's to the downside or upside, and then that's when you could possibly get a hot stove rejection, come back, recover, retrace, and then boom, bounce from 188 and go back up. I don't think it's going to go that far. I think we're just going to reject from here, come to the 21-day EMA, which should end up around 195 by Wednesday, and then we could just trade in between the 200 and 195 area, and then try to go up for some more upside. That's what I'm looking at. And you cannot forget about Berkshire Hathaway. Bet with Buffett. BWB. He knows what he's doing. It has been moving the same way as SPY for the last couple of days, but now it's going to move at the beat of its own drum. If the market is doing good and everybody is buying in, I wouldn't be surprised if he buys SPY contracts, some SPY shares within by the end of quarter 2. And then we'll see that release in quarter 3. And by that time, we should be well above 540. The long term to the upside for me is 575 by September, 575 to 600. I believe Berkshire is going to just rock it that way, because look at these big moves. It has big moves all the time. Before data even came out, Berkshire was moving, and I think this is just going to be a freight train of a stock that is going to just keep going, because Buffett knows what he's doing. He's always getting in and out his trades at the proper time. So going back to SPY, you just gotta understand, man, we just playing level to level right now. What we did was bounce off the 66618 range. For 3 days in a row, we had a wall at 525. Once you got above 525, then we hit this area right here, 528. We could not break down, and then we started going up. So look at the 21 EMA to break out and then get to the next level, and then SPY should be back on the bull. Understand, we are in crazy territory right now. We can go a week without talking about tariffs, no tariff news, no bad news, anything, no sanctions, no nothing. Then yes, the market should rip. Not saying that we're going to get multiple 3% days, 4% days, but we can get a 0.5%, a 1% day, and that's good for you day traders or that do 0 DTE trading. Also, Don't be afraid to look at other stocks and go for the long term. Don't be afraid to go for the long term in NVIDIA. You don't have to always day trade. The long term is what's going to get you to win. All right. Get contracts for like 2-3 months out. When you buy those options plays, you don't have to sit there and look at your phone and chart it up all the time. If you are working a 9 to 5, if you cannot day trade, if you cannot look at the market from 9:30 to 4:15, then I suggest that you chart it up every Sunday like we do on the Zoom calls. Pick out one of your favorite tickers and then get the long term, because that's how you win. Trust me, you want to get those 1,000% plays. Those don't happen overnight. Sometimes they happen over a course of 2-3 months, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a great payout. So I'm out. And like I always say, whether the market's up or down, we see green. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also share it, you know what I'm saying? Have some engagement. Start commenting, because I want to start getting into the Fab 5. I want to pick out the 5 best stocks that you guys pick out, and I want to talk about those tickers. I want to chart them up. I want to talk about those tickers because I do better with the help of you guys. You know what I'm saying? I can sit here and ramble and talk all day long, but I need some help from time to time. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you at 9 p.m.